Yeah.
Okay, good morning once again, everybody. So this is the short report on quantity survey course, which was of duration of 1 month, and I will be sharing my knowledge I gained and experience I earned with you. So these were the trainers which I came across. First one Ganthimantan sir, second Anand Narayan sir, third Natarajan sir, and now Ashok sir. Uh, Now, these are the contents: introduction, taking out the measurements, bar bending schedule and rate analysis, BOQ and specification, and project. This slide will be the project I worked on, and the final one is the conclusion. So, introduction is nothing but actually on LinkedIn, I got connected with Ashok sir, and I was always looking for some professional non-academic course which will able to increase my employability. So when Ashok sir keep posting some and the other course which CMTI offers, so from there I got the quantity survey course, and I joined it immediately. The quantity survey is a very niche field in civil engineering. So so I will be now elaborating what I learned. So first, taking out measurement. This whole part was explained by Ganti sir, and Ganti sir is very experienced and highly qualified quantity surveyor. Um, how to prepare BOQ and what is the exact requirement of BOQ was explained by him. Calculations such as OD foot concrete, excavation, plinth beam, column concrete was explained by him in detail. Flooring backfilling was also elaborated. Means everything, means how to prepare and take out the measurement from the drawing was explained in detail by Ganti sir. And using IS 1200 mode of measurement, one quantity surveyor has to take the measurement and do the estimations. IS 1200 contains plastering, flooring, earthwork, tiling, etc. So IS 12, any quantity surveyor must know IS 1200 by his heart. So these are the samples that we done as an assignment. Oh, sorry, these are the samples that we have done as an assignment. So you can see here: footing concrete, excavation, PCC, plinth beam. So this how we have taken the measurements and done the calculation. And these were the summary. They mean how we have to prepare the summary according to the cost. And this is the whole drawing which we have taken as a project and done the calculation. So this is the sorry so this is the footing drawing. Here we have to take the length, breadth, and depth, and then we have to estimate the quantity. And this is the plinth beam drawing. From here, using AutoCAD, we have to take the length of beam, and then we have to calculate the concrete quantity. So here you can see everything. Next was the bar bending schedule. This bar bending schedule is a very challenging field in the quantity survey. It needs very much experience and high accuracy to do this. Anand Narayan sir was the coach. He is a very expert in this field. Calculations are very challenging in the bar bending schedule, and how to calculate reinforcement is still a bit difficult concept. So various reinforcements such as pile cap, foundation, footing, slab, staircase, beam, column was taught to us. Anant Narayan sir made concept very much easy. Actually, the from in start we feel that it is very difficult, but after some practice or after understanding in detail, the concept is very easy. And this making concept easy, whole credit goes to Anand Narayan sir. He's a very good coach. So, and this is the some sample drawings. This is not the full drawing, but I am showing the important part. So this is the calculation of the reinforcement of the foot footing. So this how you can see the how Anand Narayan sir explain, and how the according to the length, breadth, and everything, every other specification we have to calculate the reinforcement. And this is the drawing of this slab. In reinforcement, slab is the very difficult one, but
And I hope, yes, after seeing this drawing, you might be having headache, and after making 2 or 3 classes, then you
yes,
now
yes,
you are happy to see these drawings and all.
yes, yes, yes.
In the projects,
Actually,
you will be having these kind of drawings. Definitely, you will be having headache after seeing this. But as a civil engineer, you are the person you are going to deal with the drawings only. As a civil
yes,
engineer,
yes, absolutely,
you are
absolutely,
going
sir.
to take the drawings. The communication in the project happens through the drawings. Here in quantity survey subject, we are giving much importance on reading of construction drawing. First, you read the drawings. How to read the drawings, no one knows. So our trainer Natarajan sir and the Anantanarayanan sir, they explain the students how to read the drawings first. Once you understand the drawings only, then you can go for estimation. If you don't know about the drawing, after seeing this drawing, you will run away from this drawing. Then you are going away from the opportunities. See, opportunity, someone from your office, they will not come and teach you, boss, this is the drawing, this like this you have to hold the drawing, you have to do the estimates like this. None of the office, your seniors, they will not going to help you. They will say that this has to be covered in the syllabus itself. In the syllabus, the people who are there in the college, they don't know about the projects. They only know about the theory books. They complete their graduation in the same college, and MTech also in neighboring college they will do. And for getting a government exam, before that they will come for teaching, because they want to have a touch with the books. So that's the reason they come for the teaching for 5 or 10 years. In between, they will get a government job, they will go away. For the quantity survey, you should have a project person only. Then only it will be successful. Otherwise, it will not be successful. Now, in our syllabus, bar bending schedules are not given. Design, yes, they are given. These days, softwares are available for design. For getting the whether the software gives a directly output to the bar bender, how to give the, what is the size of the steel, what is the length of the steel, where it has to be bent, where it has to be cut. If you cut more cuts also, then it is a loss for you. If you have done a wrong excess cutting, or if it is a bar is not accommodating in your elements, then also the problem is there at the site. I have seen so many project sites, due to the site engineers inefficiency, the rework happens. We don't have time for doing the right work at first time itself. How they will consider the rework? If you do the rework at the project, your name gets screwed, and they will say that that engineer is not as per the first time. They will accept, okay, you are a new person. And the second time, third time, if you keep on saying, sir, I don't know, some see, your mistake, yeah, your mistakes are not exposed by you. These mistakes are exposed by your workers itself. They will say that, sir, here I can't do the work, you are, as per the measurements given by you, I have done, but it is not working. Or the clients will expose you. You can't hide anything in the project. In the classroom or anything, you can do the hide and makeup and all, but in project site it will not happen. Your client will come, he will say, sir, what engineer you are having, sir? That engineer doesn't know how to do the works. I want experienced people, you send him out. Like that, your client will say. Otherwise, your workman, he will go to your boss and he will say, sir, the dimensions given by the engineer is not correct. You come and watch. Then the project manager, the project engineer, he will feel bad. He will say, after having the engineer also, I need to do his work. They will think of. So the bar bending schedules are very much important in the quantity surveying. That's what our Yash is learned. Yeah, Yash, you can continue. Sorry for
Okay.
interruption.
Yes, sir, no problem, sir. So here, where to take L by 4 and where to take L by 5 was explained with very clear understand. Was explained, and the whole concept was very clear. So this how you can see where there is a continuous or non-continuous beam. So according to this, we have to take L by 4 and L by 5. The people who have opted for quantity survey will know. And actually, just this and this are just the sample drawing I am showing you. The bar bending content is very big, but it is very easy after you put your attention in that. So after that, we had the Natarajan sir lecture about the BOQ and the specification. His lecture was fully theoretical, sometimes it feels boring, but it is very important. See, according to me, anyone if taught Excel can prepare BOQ, but if you don't know the theory and the basic, then there is no use of that. So what is the theory and what are the means minute specification of BOQ was explained by Natarajan sir. He also taught us to how to read the BOQ, and it's important in big project. We were discussing one case in that there was some means gadbad in BOQ, and the whole project costing and estimation gone wrong. So if BOQ get disturbed, the whole project cost get disturbed, and it can occur losses in crores. So preparing BOQ and understanding every minute details in BOQ is very important. So these theory lectures were that important as other lecture. So we need to focus on we need to also focus on theory. So a whole theory about water requirements and tiling, flooring means means all BOQ or whole BOQ theory was explained by Natarajan sir. So this is the project I worked on. This is actually Sunnybrook's project. This is not the slide. I will show you the whole Excel sheet. Just wait. 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, please. See, here I would like to say, here we don't have any textbook or anything for the quantity survey or any of the subjects. Here, whatever we are giving is live projects. For Yash also, we have given a project on Sunnybrook. It's a live project where Anantanarayanan sir has worked on that particular project. Same project is given to the student. Now you are industry ready. You are not following any theory or any standard things. You are following the live projects, and you know if tomorrow one project is assigned to you, then immediately you will start working. That's what we are doing here. You will, whoever is there in the whatever the course are there, there is no study material for you. All are project materials, and this has to be kept confidential. Some of the things we will put in our library. Rest of the things in the project. This drawing itself, if you see, then it is a big project, and for this project, we asked the students to work out. After they are confident only where they are leaving them out of class. Otherwise, the classes are continuing for the people. It's not restricted only 1 month we are giving the classes. For Yash, it may be taken more than 3 or 4 classes extra we have given. Like that, lot of, if the syllabus, if students are not understanding little more, we are asking, they are attending the backup classes. Today also one batch of students from this group who are attending, they are starting their QS sessions with Anantanarayanan sir. Who is Madiha Banu is there, Sharath is there, and a few more people also there from this particular group who is taking the quantity surveying, because it is a desk-based job, and it is a mandatory job for any civil engineer. If you work in any field, maybe airports, highways, or any field of the metros, the quantity surveying is must. Engineer's requirement starts from the before construction, and his work completes after the construction. He is the person who is going to be in the project. He is a key person who is bringing money to the project, because whatever work done, he has to make estimation, and he has to make the running bills. He has to submit to the client. He is bringing money to the company. You understand how much he is important. If 100 engineers working in the project, this quantity surveyors papers only getting money from the client, and he is the person who is going to give money for the people who are worked in the project, the workers, the client, the laborers, the agencies who are working in the project. You are so it is a influential job in the construction field. If there are 10 engineers in a project, a quantity surveyor gets more respect because of his technical work and his brainy work. So whoever is interested on quantity surveying, you can join this course and you can complete and you can become industry ready also. So today Yashas has completed his quantity survey course in the 3rd year itself. It's not necessary for this, sir, I need to be in final year, after final gate exams, this, that and all, I will do it. See, if you go for government job, private job, or you are starting your own entrepreneurship, this subject is mandatory for everyone. If you are good in quantity surveying, you can take a tender as a contractor, or you are working for a company, you can become a contracts engineer. There are roles, enough roles are available. See, if most of the contracts who the companies are bagging, tender engineers are available. These are office-based jobs where you can pitch in. A lot of girls find difficulty to get a job in office-based. Everyone land up in structural design. Structural design, these are softwares are available. It can be easily made, and enough people are there, enough colleges, they are making money out of structural engineering because they have their structural engineer higher education. They push the candidates to do the academic projects in the structural engineering only because their papers, research papers also published with your support. And after then, what is their scope? You become overqualified. Until unless you like teaching others, where is job? Lot of engineers are there. Lot of structural engineers there. Where is construction engineers? They are in high demand. Construction managers are in high demand. Quantity surveyors are high demand. I know a college where they are teaching quantity surveying and contracts management. Repeatedly, they are making mistake the title itself. They say it as a contacts management. Contact is something which is in your phone book. It is contracts is different and contacts is different. This is today's level of teaching staff. Contacts management, contracts management. It should be. There are enough opportunities for contract management in the Gulf countries. Now in India also lot of opportunities are coming in contracts management. For that, what you should know? You should have good communication skills, understanding the contract, reading of the BOQ. Reading of the BOQ, of course, we are giving a small push to you. You have to swim there. We are just giving a push to you, giving an idea to you to enter into the field. Those who are taking up and catching up, they are going very well. Their career is very good, and you can see our our CMT's website also. Enough placements. Why our small institution able to give? Why big institutions could not able to give the placements? Now after the pandemic, also our engineers are sellable. Companies are asking, sir, give me 10 engineers, sir. The same people can be hired from outside. No, sir. If you give that CVs will be good and those people will be good, they love the job and they will work punctually, and you know about them. That's what you could have worked with them. You will give a good candidate only for my company. I no need to scrutiny again. Whatever this exercise you are doing in the internships, these are going to the companies also. They are watching our website. They are watching your videos. They know your levels. You no need to go and explain again. They will say that, yes, I have seen your video. I have seen your presentation content. From sitting in Bangalore, we could able to give placements all over in India. Delhi, our people are working. Hyderabad, our people are working. Mumbai, our people are working. So you have to decide third year why internships are mandatory for this purpose only, because colleges could not able to give. So VTU made it mandatory. At least you go out and get some knowledge. That is the only intention. You should not just come and take certificate and go to the college again. You have to do something. You have to really work. Lot of agencies are there, just they are taking their money, they don't do anything, and they give an internship certificate. Do you like that certificate, or do you like this kind of a certificate where you are being deployed on projects, where you are associated with the expert people, and where you are getting enough knowledge which is required for the future? You have to decide. Everyone came here for a particular objective. That objective needs to be sincerely fulfilled. Yes, ecosystem, you can't change your college, you can't change your systems. Maybe your HOD may be having a very much knowledge, good knowledge. Maybe few staff may be having. But if the college is not having any industry connect, or the people are not sent to the projects, then it is waste. Due to COVID, we could not able to take you to the project site. Otherwise, if you see our this thing, more we prefer the offline coaching. Lot of students from all over India, they come here and we take them to the projects. They learn from the projects, and there will be a trainer along with them, and they train them, and they are happy. Even from Bidar, north part of Karnataka, KLE College, and this GNDC, they used to travel to Bangalore. Even from Madurai, so many places they come here during their third year, fourth year, and they take their accommodation here in Bangalore. They used to, no, no, sir, we have a center in Chennai also, we have center in Chennai. No, no, sir, I wanted in Bangalore only. I understand here the training is very good, and my senior told it is worth to go there. Lot of people from various part of country, they ask us, sir, we wanted to start, we want a tie up with your institute, we want to start in Delhi, we want to start, we don't want to compromise on quality. We say no. Why can't you give us a franchisee and all? No, sir, we can't run like that. We have limited resources, very good resources, and we wanted to give honest education. The objective of the institute is to provide a good knowledge, which is required for the industry. Yes, you continue with your
Okay, okay. So guys, these are the live project which I worked on Sunnybrook. So here you can see how I found the footing concrete, excavation, PCC, column concrete, and plinth beam. So this how using the Excel formula we have to calculate. Oh, sorry. Excel formula we have to calculate the everything like shuttering, quantity. So you can see here. And this is the summary, means how we have to prepare the summary according, means rate is not given, just quantity is given. So this how we have to prepare the summary. So every quantity surveyor must work like this, means this is the basic idea. And one more thing I have to show you is that this Tumkur Road BOQ was explained by Natarajan sir. This whole BOQ was explained in detail by Natarajan sir. See, whole BOQ means everything, every minute detail is included in this miscellaneous civil work, lightweight block fillings.
Now, Yash has confidence in a building. What are the things? What are the components in construction, and how it has to be constructed, and what is the construction procedure? Everything is covered as a quantity surveyor part. If you take the brief course, you will learn about the planning and other aspects also. Yash has took on the quantity surveying. He has completed. And now we are offering BIM courses also. Past 2 years, we are offering BIM, building information modeling also is a very good subject. A lot of things is there. See, whatever you have learned like this in the Excel and the other things, so the large projects, they are afford to keep BIM, but mid-level project and small projects, they are not into BIM. So we are giving both the options. You can learn the theory also, you can manual method also, you can learn advanced method also. See, the same estimation can be done in building information modeling also. For that, the company should have a software. If you know about us, I know 5 software, sir, give me a job, means the company may not say, no, no, I don't have software. They will not tell. They will tell that I will see you later. Because they don't have that equipped. Each software cost much. Each license cost much. They are not afford to keep. Big, large companies, they are afford to keep. But mid-level companies and the smaller companies, they said instead of buying the software, I have engineers cheap. I will have 3-4 engineers. This is today's attitude in the companies. The software cost is much and the engineers cost is less. They will tell that I will keep 4 engineers. I will do manually by Excel or other methods. So you have to know both the things. If you want to work in a large company, what is requirement? If you work in a middle level company or in your area, some companies are providing opportunities for that. Also, you should be equipped so that your fundamentals are strong. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the now final slide conclusion. So here is the short conclusion. Actually, I concluded this 1 month journey with very satisfaction, hope, and confidence. I thank Ashok sir for giving me this opportunity. Means every day there was a new knowledge and new experience. Also, I made a new friends, my batchmates with different background, different experience, and different age group. And see, there civil is the very mega field. Many people complain that the civil there is no jobs. Now civil is in recession, but there are jobs. We need to find it, and we need to make ourselves employable. So one thing about civil engineering is that, means no offense to, or no any offense to other disciplinary. So see, in IT or in any non in circuit branch, the opportunities or the number of subjects are limited. But in civil, there are many subjects such as water resource, now quantity survey, and so on. So the job opportunity is very much in India. India is a growing nation. Just we need to find it. People don't do anything in their 4 year of engineering, and then they complain that there are no jobs. So I will suggest everybody to connect with Ashok sir and do the following courses. So, and about Ashok sir, he's a very motivating person and he's a very good brainstormer. We also had a many brainstorming session with Ashok sir. After that, we feel very motivated, and how to look at the civil engineering as a career, my idea was very clear. So this how I end my presentation, and thank you everybody for my patient hearing, patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you. And who are all in internships, you should take as a topic, and you can message. You can choose either your topic, or you can ask a topic from us. We will give you time, and we will give you the resource material, and we will give the guidance also. You can also become a knowledgeable person by taking the knowledge. Knowledge only will make you great.